What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as VONG, which is the Russell 1000 and the S&P 500. I don't know if you guys can tell here, but that early market trade, the pre-day open, is actually up quite a bit. This is very exciting. We're up 1.4, 1.6%, and from our bottom, we're going to be hitting probably 20%. That means a massive 20% recovery on the markets in what is only like 16 bars, so 23 days, less than a month, we had a 20% reversal, which is phenomenal and insane, and this is having a dire impact on a lot of the cryptos too. And I have an article pulled up as to why we're seeing the stock market jump here. You can see Microsoft Meta surge on earnings here, which is why we're seeing a lot of the stock markets explode to the upside, and also cryptocurrency too. Like, if we look up Meta stock here, we should be able to see a pretty solid reversal. We'll see how it opens. Yeah, look at that. What a wild rally. We are shooting up from $549 all the way up to $580. And you know what's crazy? If we take this back to where we originally fell, which was back here April 7th, you can see if I pull up this stock here, in the past 6 months, the bottom, where is April 7th? Right around here. This wasn't too bad, but we were at a low point of 484, maybe? Yeah, 484 was the lowest, and now we're going to be all the way up to 580. So that is like $120 up. That's incredible. That's actually a huge surge. You can see here, total, we're up 11.4%. If we go from bottom here, we'll be up, probably 13 to 14%. So this is a massive reversal that we're seeing across the board on these cryptos, which is very exciting. But lots more we have to talk about, because not only is the stock market and crypto moving up, we have things like XRP, which are in some sort of ascending fractal. Good chance it's going to be moving up too. Solana is starting to break through its major resistance here, which is exciting news. Ethereum, we had this ascending triangle drawn on here, is starting to break through resistance and head to the upside here. Bitcoin as well, breaking through, excellent, and all the market as well is starting to see major volume reverse us back to the upside. So I am very excited to see the results of this. Hopefully you guys are too. But with that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, remember BITUNIX is giving away free cryptocurrency to those that want to make a deposit into the exchange. It's super easy. So for those that, want to register, you can get some free bonus cryptocurrency. It's as easy as that. Make sure to check it out with the link down in the description below. As I've said before, but for those that aren't familiar, we've decided to add another exchange onto the channel, basically to not kind of leave all of our eggs in one basket. Not to say that there's anything wrong with BYDFI. We're going to be continuously using them, as they have been nothing but excellent here. But BITUNIX also is super cool, and it's a great way to just take advantage of multiple offers and promos that are going on, because right now with BYDFI, after their 5-year anniversary stopping right now, it's coming to an end. They aren't releasing a promotion right now, but BITUNIX is. So it's a great way to juggle back and forth and to take advantage of multiple promotions that are going on right now, and to kind of spread your wealth, which is kind of how I like it here, instead of just being so fixed and reliant on one exchange. So you can get a deposit bonus, 10% back, and up to 125 leverage here. You can see you can get up to $100 in free bonus cryptocurrency, and even more with trading volume. Very easy, very simple. Make sure to check it out with the link down in the description below. But anywho, moving forward from BITUNIX, we'll talk about BITUNIX later on in today's episode, as these were easy trades to take advantage of on the futures trades right here. You can see as we loaded in, we were tracking XRP. Let's pull up XRP. You can see we're just starting to see that reversal. So there's a good chance today we'll start to spiral higher, and maybe we'll enter a trade. But you can see here, looking at XRP, we look excellent. I mean, things look phenomenal, if you ask me here. In this lower high, lower low pattern, we've officially confirmed closure above that major resistance here. And you can see we are starting to head higher up, 6.4 all the way up to 11% here. So things look really good as we're starting to move outside of here. The big thing that's happening is we are currently retesting moving average. If moving average can be broken here, if this resistance can be broken, we should be able to continue our ascent to the upside. And there's a very good chance it will continue to do so. If and when we breach this major resistance, we can start to see that rally. Now, as far as cryptos move, we're up about 2.4% today, and you can see the massive pop that is taking place with all these cryptos. Check it out. You can see here, we're up 4%, or 4% in the past 7 days. Or we can do the 24 hours, 4.4% on Ethereum. Lots of these cryptos are up 3 to 5% here. And you can see, look, the major volume injection is huge. And it's not just within crypto. Coincidentally, not only is crypto seeing this run, the stock market is seeing that injection of volume too. It's not going to open up for another 10 minutes, but you can see with the pre-day, we are going to see a huge run to the upside here when we open this morning here in about 10 to 12 minutes, which is phenomenal and nothing but excitement across the board here. And that's why we're going to see this major swing to the upside, because volume was introduced back into the market here. And we had the good news about earnings being hit. It's positive. It shows light at the end of the tunnel. It says even with the tariffs happening, markets are still reacting accordingly, and they're still up in earnings, which is excellent here. And it says that we're not really being fazed by this. And now, can you imagine when the tariffs get dropped? We're going to see a huge soar and a huge run to the upside within these cryptos. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited too. But you can see here, jumping into XRP, I want to show you guys something which is interesting. You can see, aside from XRP and this ascending fractal hitting moving average, other cryptocurrencies are seeing similar patterns here. Solana is starting to get quite a bit of volume here. And if things go well, we should be able to breach this resistance here and rally to the upside here. So if we can close above this major resistance, we should be able to run to the upside here. So all we need is to confirm closure above that, and we should see that rebound. And I do think we are, because in the past on Solana, we knew this breakout was going to come. That's why we're up a total of, 25, 26% here, but we've been in a lower high, lower low pattern. So each time we headed up, it was lower than the last, and each time we fell, it was lower than the last, but we reversed out of it. Here we are now creating higher highs. Each time we fall, it's higher than before, and each time we rally, it's going to be higher than before. So this means we're on an uptrend right now, and if we can breach through moving average here, we should be able to extend higher. Now with XRP, as you guys know, we've been talking about a head and shoulders pattern forming here. Short term, I do believe that we do have some bullish momentum. Long term, we will eventually start to head back down, break through that, and fall. But for the time being, we do need to complete this last and second shoulder, and when we do, we should be able to continue to head up and then correct back down. That's truly the pattern that I suspect XRP to be moving on. Ethereum looks phenomenal as well. Just confirmed closure outside major resistance here. So this could be a good buying opportunity, taking a risk and seeing us scale this to the upside here as we just confirmed that. Now, it's obviously get in, get out because it's on the 4-hour charts. It's a very quick, fast-paced movement here. So pay attention to this and wait for this to rally up, because there's a very good chance that because we confirm this, that we'll be able to continue to head up from here, as we're not near overbought just yet. So this is good news. Then jumping to the daily, I guess if you want to wait patiently, I would say what I'll do is, because you can see here that we did start to see volume above here, there's a chance volume can pull us back down. So wait for closure on the daily. If we see today close us here in 10.5 hours, if tonight closes above there, then we should be on the rally to this moving average here. That's where I would suspect us to move to. So pay attention and wait patiently. And if all goes well, we should see a relief rally back up to moving average, as that's where price target is. Same thing goes with Bitcoin, although I do think Bitcoin is way overbought. For the most part here, you can see we're teeter-tottering. I don't know how much higher this can move, but we are moving nonetheless here, so this is crazy. So I would take a step back from a breather from Bitcoin. Vong looks phenomenal, heading up to the upside here, a little bit lower than we were before, but heading up nonetheless, which is exceptional moves and movement here. And I do believe once we flip and we see the green band cross over the red band, which you can see we've done in the past here, which has signaled buying opportunity. Where is it? We had this cross right here, the green band crossed over, and what happened? We rallied up, and when we had the bearish cross, that was not necessarily a good thing. We did have this little flip right here, which caused markets to move up here, but we're looking for the green band to come across again. Either way, we're inside a very large ascending fractal here, so ideally what we're looking for is to breach it and head up even higher. Even if we do tumble, I do believe we're still very, very, very bullish and a good buying opportunity. Same thing with the S&P. That was a huge buying opportunity just a couple of weeks ago. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you haven't already subscribed, definitely make sure to do so. Check out BITUNIX down in the description below. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.